Welcome back. In the last video, we learned how to make Python display messages on the screen. That's useful. But now we have a new problem. What if a program needs to remember something? Maybe it's a score in a game. Maybe it's a player's name. Or maybe it's the number of lives left. When the program needs that information later, how does it find it again? Python has a very simple solution. It uses names. Let me show you what I mean. Imagine the number 100 is sitting on a table. Right now, it's just a number. But suppose I ask you to find that number again 5 minutes from now. That could be annoying. So let's make things easier. Let's put a name tag on it. The name tag says, score. Now, whenever we need that number, we don't have to search for it. We can simply say, give me score. And immediately we know which value we're talking about. That's the basic idea behind a variable. A variable is just a name that helps Python remember a value. Let's see what that looks like in code. We write, score equals 100. The word score is the name. The number 100 is the value. And the equals sign connects them together. After this line runs, Python remembers that score means 100. Now let's use it. We write, print score. What do you think will appear on the screen? Will Python print the word score? Let's find out. Run the program. The output is 100. Why? Because score is not inside quotation marks. Python knows that score is a variable name. So it looks for the value connected to that name. It finds 100. And that's what it displays on the screen. Now let's change something. Imagine the player earns more points. The score is no longer 100. Now it's 200. So we write, score equals 200 print score. What should happen now? Python updates the value. The name score now points to 200. So the print command outputs 200. This is why they are called variables. Because the value can change while the program is running. Now, before you start creating variables everywhere, there's something important you should know. Python has a few naming rules. Let's see what happens when we break them. Here's our first example. 1 score equals 100. At first glance, that looks reasonable. But if we run it, Python shows an error. Why? Because variable names cannot start with a number. So this is valid, score equals 100. But this is not, 1 score equals 100. Let's look at another example. What if we write, player's score equals 100? Looks fine to us. But Python doesn't like spaces in variable names. So this also causes an error. The fix is simple. Replace the space with an underscore. Player underscore score equals 100. You'll see this style everywhere in Python. It's called snake underscore case. Now here's a mistake almost every beginner makes at least once. Take a look at these two names, score and score. They look almost the same. But to Python, they're different names. A capital S and a small s are not the same thing. So be careful when typing variable names. And finally, one more thing. Let's try this. Print equals 100. Python allows it. But there's a problem. The word print already has a job. It's the command we use to display information. By using print as a variable name, we've accidentally replaced that command. And later, when we try to use print, things will stop working correctly. So choose names that clearly describe what the value represents. Good names make your code much easier to read and understand. Also, remember that Python only knows variable names after you create them. If you try to print a variable name that doesn't exist yet, Python will show a name error. It means Python has no idea what that name represents. Before we finish, let's try a quick challenge. Take a look at this code. Score equals 500 print score. What do you think will appear on the screen? Pause the video if you need a moment. Ready? Let's run it. The output is 500. Because score is a variable name, Python looks for the value connected to score and displays it on the screen. Let's try one more. Score equals 100 print score. This time, what do you think the output will be? Will it print 100 or score? Let's run it and see. The output is score. Why? Because the word score is inside quotation marks. That tells Python to treat it as text. So instead of looking for the variable, Python prints the word itself. Great job! If you got those right, you're already starting to think like a programmer. Now we know how Python remembers information. But numbers are only one kind of value. Can variables store text? What about true and false values? What about other kinds of data? That's exactly what we'll explore in the next video. We'll learn about Python's different data types and the kinds of values variables can store. Let's go.